right, moving on to lick number 24. This is a whole new world now, where we're going to start learning that we can take a lot of the ideas that we're playing and we can start doing what's called chord chasing. That's what I refer to it as. And basically what you're doing is you're taking a lick and you're playing it over various chords, okay? Now, this is really cool, and it's a really different concept if you've never done this before. But if you think about your 12-bar blues, you're playing an A chord and a D chord and an E chord, right? That's how you're making your 12-bar blues, is off of those three chords. Well, one thing that's really, really neat that you can start thinking about is the fact that all of these licks, all of these ideas that we're learning can be played in A minor pentatonic the entire time like we've been doing, right? Okay? But here's the twist, is in this lick number 24, we could start moving with the chords. So when we're on A playing blues, we're here playing the blues. We're doing whatever licks we want to do. Then when it goes to the D chord, the 4 chord, we're going to head up to the actual D minor pentatonic. We're literally going to move up to this D minor pentatonic over that 4 chord, over that D chord, and play whatever licks we choose. Then when it goes back to the 1 chord, we're going to go back to the 1 chord. And when it goes to the 5 chord, we're going to go to the 5 chord, which is E. We're going to play E minor pentatonic. And when it goes to D, we're going to play over the D. And when it goes to A, we're going to play over the A. So we're chasing the chords around. Now, I'm showing you just one lick here, which is based off lick number 20, okay? I'm just going like this. So I'm just keeping this steady rhythm, and it's a little fast, I know, but I want you to try that. And you're going... You know, if you'd rather do the old rhythm, or something like that, you can do that too, whatever's comfortable for you. Okay, but what's happening is when it moves to the 4 chord, I'm taking this lick, and I'm moving up to 12 and 10. And when it moves back to the 1 chord, I'm moving back to 7 and 5. When it moves to the E chord, I'm moving up to 14 and 12. I'm literally changing keys. Over the D chord, I'm going to D minor pentatonic. Over the E chord, I'm going to E minor pentatonic. Over the A chord, I'm going to A minor pentatonic. Now, I'm going to play just a little bit to show you the bigger picture of what's happening here. So this is kind of a little bonus thing here, so you can start thinking about this, because all these licks that you've learned, any of these licks are transferable in this new idea, okay? But I'm just going to play a little bit, and when it's on A, I'm going to play an A minor pentatonic. I'm not going to do anything fast, anything like that. When it goes to the 4 chord, I'm going to move to D and show you what this sounds like. It's pretty cool, so watch this. Now, there I was just playing, right? Where the first thing that I did, the first thing that you watched, I was playing this one lick and moving it around, and it sounded phenomenal because we're used to hearing it. Guitar players do it all the time. So we could pick out a particular lick that we like and try it over these various things. Let's try, I think I'm a little out of tune, but let's try, let me show you, I'm going to do lick 20... No, I'll do lick 23. I'll do that one, lick number 23, which was this. Okay, that thing. And I might change up the rhythm a little bit just to make it a little more interesting, but I'm going to play that lick over and over and over and watch what happens. So hopefully, right now you're watching this going, Oh, wow. So that opens up a whole new thing that I could do. Again, I'm not trying to bury you with information. I just want you to start thinking outside the lines a little bit. So again, if you're learning licks just to learn them, perfect. Okay? But if you're going into that next level where you're thinking, how can I do this and make it into something that makes sense to me? You could take these licks now and start learning how to move them around, following the 1 and the 4 and the 5. And of course, that requires you to know your 12-bar blues, which there is a bonus section for if you need to know that. But you need to know how the 12-bar blues goes, because you need to know when the 4 chord's coming. You need to know when the 1 chord is coming. You need to know when the 5 chord is coming, because you're going to shift relative to those. And what it does for the ear, for your listener, is it sounds fresh. It's something a little bit different. Instead of always just being the same notes over and over and over, it gives you something fairly easy visually, because you're just taking this same scale and you're playing it up here over D, and then you're playing it over E. Okay? And again, if you don't know your notes, there's a bonus that talks about that too, to try and help you with that. But just something to open your mind a little bit and start thinking. Hey, Steve here. I hope you liked the video. And if you're interested to see more blues playing like this with step-by-step instruction, please do me a favor and check out my Blues Licks guitar course. I think you're really going to enjoy it. And also, if you could subscribe to my channel, please hit the bell icon to get notified of any new stuff that's coming, and maybe share with your guitar friends or maybe a community that could use some instruction like this. Thank you so much.